Hello guys, DJParson here, and today I will bring you another game of the 2020 World Through the Ages Championship for the two players. And first I'm gonna take a look at the ranking. As you can see, I'm still level 5, but if you take a look at the Season 2 that's going on right now, you can see that my games against Beard Blonde and Glowbait are over already. I already posted the game against Beard Blonde and I was able to win that. And there's also two other games, the one against Genghis Khan and one against Fabian. And now I will show you the game against Genghis Khan and I will see you in the game. As you can see, I will play against Genghis Khan. And again, it's medium async and random mix. And so also the random mix, which I really like, that they, the organizers of these tournaments swapped the format to random mix, so I will load in. You can see he had the first turn and he took Engineering Genius, very good move obviously. I see Roman roads and one of those leaders, I guess. But first take a look here. Sadly there is no Janzitska. Else I could have taken Sun Tzu, that is a really strong combo. But I still guess I'm gonna take Roman roads. And then maybe still Sun Tzu. We don't know which leader he will take. Probably Hammurabi. I would take Hammurabi. Maybe he takes Hippocrates. Taking Hippocrates away from him isn't as important, because you can then get Hammurabi, so I just have to pick my favorite. And I guess with Roman roads, it's hard to say which one I want. These are all kind of the same level for me. But in 1 vs 1 I think Sun Tzu is really good, denying your opponent some tactics, drawing a lot of military cards. So I will go with this. So he builds one mine and he picks Hippocrates, not Hammurabi. Interesting, but maybe understandable. When I have Sun Tzu, Hammurabi becomes more risky. I will play Sun Tzu just to draw additional military cards, and then I can also build one mine. Sadly no urban growth, so I think I could take rich land, but it might take a while until I build another mine or upgrade something. So maybe I take cultural heritage instead. Don't really need the military action from patriotism. I could take rich land. I don't have that many actions, especially with the Roman roads, which cost 1 action more. And cultural heritage costs 2 actions basically. One to take and one to play, so I will take rich land instead. So he takes a Colossus, interesting, and then rich land. Maybe the Colossus to defend against Sun Tzu. I think I can play politics. I will draw quite a lot of cards, so it's quite likely that I will draw a lot of colonization cards, so territory is nice, and gain some science. Let's see what I want to do. I drew some nice tactics, but there are no knights yet, so I have to wait. I think I'm gonna build a new lab, and other than that I can take this rich land as well, and then maybe next turn or the turn after I go for iron. Iron is here, so maybe I do that next turn. I can upgrade 2. Could have lost is also nice, But if I go for iron, then I don't have the science. I might take a leader now. Could also increase population and take swordsman. Here's one as well, so we will play politics. Maybe I do it like this. Gives me the option to play cards. Always considering development of religion and warfare. And I don't think I want to take one of these yet for 2 actions. No. I'll do it like this. And then maybe get rid of this tactic. Especially if I take swordsman. So let's see. He does play politics and trade routes, and he does take Joan of Arc and iron as well, and builds 1 step, so he can finish that next turn with engineering genius. And now let's see, I also want to play politics. I'm gonna play the developed territory and hope that I can grab cartography with 2 territories in the game. Development of planning. I guess I'm gonna take development of religion. Sadly he took iron, so I can't make use of my rich land yet. But I'm gonna go with this so I can build on my Roman roads. Maybe building 3 steps. Could also take code of laws. I have quite a lot of science right now. Could also go for alchemy, but with a rich land I really want to get the 2nd iron. Or maybe irrigation. So I'm gonna take code of laws. Also there's still 2 knights, so I don't have to take that. And then going for code of laws. And at least building 1 step so I don't have corruption. And can build another step, and now I could take some card. Also he took Joan of Arc, so maybe I take Saladin next turn, so I don't want to take any of these. So he's still here next turn. I could go all in on the rich lands and take another rich land. Or I could build further on my Roman roads. With 2 rich lands in hand I really think I should build on my roads. Like this. And then keep the colonization cards. I can get rid of one of these tactics and probably the aggressions as well. And hopefully we draw new colonization cards. Not yet, sadly. Okay. So development of agriculture. That's fine. He does go for Joan and iron, and also can finish his Colossus. But still 4 strength is totally fine. So let's see, 2 territories. I only have 1 colonization card in hand, and he has 1 colonization from the Colossus. So I don't think I want to play something right now. I will draw quite a lot of cards with Sun Tzu, so we'll skip the politics. And then I can increase my population and of course finish the Roman roads. Could go for Saladin. Yeah, Christopher Columbus, I don't have another colony in hand. So I think I will take Saladin, but with these colonies I don't think I want to play him just yet. I want to draw new tactics and new colonization cards. Can also take irrigation and make use of my rich lands next turn. Maybe I go for develop it right now, next turn I can go for that. Could also take this irrigation. I think I like that more. I mean, he doesn't have food problem right now, but then the second irrigation is gone and he has to wait quite a while for selective breeding, if he gets that at all. So spending one extra civil action I think is worth it to take it away from him. Then definitely keep the tactic for now. I definitely can grab the knights next turn. Keep this colonization card, so get rid of the rest. And see if I draw new colonization cards. None, but some tactics. Okay. So there was colony, the developed territory, and sadly I couldn't really bid much. And he could with his colossus, so he got it. And then he also goes for, okay, goes for monarchy. And also upgrading his mine. So let's see. I Saladin in hand, I have some tactics. Not the best ones. There's another strategic territory. Could definitely play something. Play call to arms or immigration. I guess with Saladin against Joan of Arc. Yeah, I guess I won't be that strong against Joan of Arc and the Colossus. So I think immigration might be better. Historic territory as well. Okay, so I will bid 2. He can't even bid. So I only have to bid 1. And I get that. That's also really nice with the immigration that I just played. And he couldn't bid anything because he has no population and no military units at all. So that was quite nice. So let's see, there are the knights. And there's iron as well, but maybe, especially with my Roman roads, I'd rather go for irrigation with my rich lands. This and this. And then I can either take the knights. Also I probably, well, I might want to play a warrior, so I can bid for the next colony. And also that makes it so I have no corruption, which I really like. So let's see, I could also play my tactic. The question is, do I want to draw more cards or do I want to get one civil action? I think I keep Sun Tzu for one more turn. So maybe I can draw the medieval tactic or medieval army, which is probably the best one to get right now. For that I will take the knights, and I don't have to take alchemy. The Roman roads will produce some science from H2. Definitely can still go for that, or I could take cultural heritage. With all these tactics or technologies in hand, maybe I want to go for alchemy. I have enough resources, but also have enough food to increase my population, so I don't necessarily need to upgrade my labs. Interesting decision. So let's see, there's engineering genius, he will get that, but I'd still rather take 2 of these cards. So the choice definitely is between alchemy and cultural heritage. And drama is there as well, but there's no Marlene Dietrich. There's Bach, but I usually look out for Marlene Dietrich more. If you have some dramas, then she becomes a really good H3 leader. So I guess I'm gonna take alchemy. Breakthrough would have been nice. Yeah, I'm gonna take alchemy. next turn I can go for that, upgrade those. Don't have to go for the knights yet. Just nice to have them in hand. Draw one more turn, I think. Yeah, I want to keep Sun Tzu just one more turn to draw some tactics. Definitely want to keep this one because I took the knights. See, he also has the knights. Get rid of this and this and this. Keep this for the colony that is in here. Yeah. And see what I can draw. There's the medieval army, that's nice. That's really good with Sun Tzu. So let's see, Crusades. Sadly I'm the weakest, but not the worst. It could happen. Let's see if he builds a warrior. No, he doesn't. Okay, so we know that strategic territory will come, so we can play Pestilence. Also Pestilence are not bad for us with how much food we have. So no problem playing this. And getting the strategic territory for free. Or not for free, for one warrior, which is really good. And let's see, I definitely have to play something. I have to play Saladin because the age will end. So first I definitely want to play this tactic and maybe increase 3 times even. Even though, yeah, then alchemy and I can upgrade 1, or I increase 1 less. Go for alchemy. Go for Saladin. Go for 1 here. Immigration, Pestilence are both fine. So I don't have to be the strongest, and then can upgrade here just once. So maybe I do increase population. Yes, iron. I might also want to take iron, but I don't think so. I will increase population one more time. Sadly, I cannot go for knights next turn, but I still want to play this tactic, I think. It will be good for him as well. But there's really no other way. He has to spend 2 military actions to get it from me. And then maybe there is a consideration. Do I really want to give him that tactic? Can go for knights next turn and build a knight and a swordsman. Yeah, but still getting the upgraded medieval army for myself. I think I want to do that. Yeah. And then I could even go for strength, but with both of these I don't think I have to, so I'll go with the civil action and get rid of the deposits. I don't need the aggression and this one as well. And then I guess I'm gonna get rid of the territory. Then I don't have any green cards for next turn. But still, I don't need it. Pestilence, not a problem for him, and for me, no problem as well. Okay, so he went for the Hussar tactic. Interesting, I think my tactic is definitely better. So I'm gonna skip politics, of course, and lose an idle worker. Sadly, I don't have enough for the knights. I will increase my population once. Definitely take the breakthrough. Yeah, I think I have to build another warrior, and then I can go for strength from Saladin and be able to defend. And then I want to upgrade once. And what else? Maybe one frugality. What is in the game? No Pierre de Coubertin, so I don't want bread and circuses. Could definitely take theocracy, but it's a little bit late for that, I think. Also, I don't need the happy face because of my colony. So taking frugality and don't really like Mason. Maybe warfare to have it in the hand, and then go for extra strength. So he does play an aggression on me, the infiltrate, but luckily, as I said, I can defend against it, so I will. So he takes the ocean liner service, and what else? He again has corruption and takes a revolutionary idea. Ocean liner service, yeah, it's pretty good for him. He has enough resources definitely, and he hasn't upgraded his food production yet. I could play the Independence Declaration, but I think I'd rather not. Even though I have more happy faces, so if immigration comes up, that would be great for me. And yeah, I don't know. I guess over the long run I will be stronger maybe. So we'll just play it. Reds, okay. Both of us lost 3 food. Maybe won't be needing it that much after his ocean liner service, so it wasn't that good for us, but I don't know. Yeah, I think I want to go for knights now with a breakthrough, and I can go for this tactic and make me stronger than him. Maybe I also want to take strategy. I have so much science, I want this super important tech. It's quite expensive, but also there's not that much else I would want to do. Could take the Eiffel Tower, but it's too expensive, I don't have the resources for that. So I'll take strategy. And maybe reserves, so, or frugality. I have frugality in hand already, I will go for the reserves. And what with immigration, don't really need to increase my strength. It's hard to say what I should do. Thing is also he knows, you can see what is on top. Yeah, I think I will go with the strength. I think he would have played some strength related stuff if he could. So I think getting this strength might be good. So he finishes the ocean liner service and increased population and takes opera. Okay, but yeah, with how many resources he has, makes sense, I guess. This means I am the strongest. Let's see what we can open up. Let's play the prosperity. Immigration, that's nice. Really nice. Yeah, I guess I will play strategy now. I'm wondering if he plans to take Bach with his opera. There's one more opera in here. I could also take him. Can also wait for... Yeah, the others aren't that good really. Actually, maybe I might take Bach. I'm guaranteed that I can get the last opera. I can take it away from him. Might even just play him now for the culture production. And maybe I bought another knight, putting me at 17, really dangerous for him, especially when he loses Joan of Arc. Other than that, I really need some resources. I think it's too late to go for coal, depending on when it comes, so I don't want to take which land. Patriotism are resources, and then I can play reserves for resources. And yeah, probably take frugality. I could also take organized religion. I have to concern myself with happy faces at some point. But I mean, not yet, and I will go with the operas. I'm gonna rebuild the religion to operas, of course, but I think I don't really need organized religion when I'm going for operas. So I'll go with frugality as well. Two frugalities in hand, really have a lot of population then. We'll see what I can do with that. Maybe I build another mine. Yeah. So he takes a rifleman and goes for them immediately. Let's see if it's the classic army. No, he doesn't have the classic army, but still. But he doesn't draw any cards, and that's nice for us. And there's also opera. I guess I could go with vast territory, but not really. He has the colonization from the Colossus. Yeah, maybe I don't play politics. I definitely can go for frugality for some population, and maybe then opera as well. Sadly, I won't be getting breakthrough or wave nationalism if I do it, but I think I really should go for the opera. And there's prosperity, so I think I can't go for this, so I could upgrade it here. Yeah, it doesn't, not the best this way really. Also, I probably want to take constitutional monarchy or republic. Probably republic with my strategy. Republic seems better. So quite a lot of stuff I would like to do. So first I think I really want to go for the railroad. Can even increase my population twice if I do it like this. And this is the last opera, sadly. Maybe I take it and wave of nationalism as well. It's really good to get the 6 resources for free. Probably even better than breakthrough. This will mean I can't get any of these, and I would really like a new government form. So maybe I take republic instead of opera. Maybe it has to be this way. I mean, I can still pick up the movies later. And Bach gives me the 2 culture anyway. So I can't really fit that in right now. There's more important stuff I have to take. So we'll also take the wave of nationalism, I think. And so I don't have corruption, I will build a knight. Puts me at 19, so not ideal. Also I will lose my... No, I will not lose them yet. But I also don't really need it. So maybe I will do it like this. It's a really complicated turn. I'm really thinking what I prefer to do. Missing the opera is really costing me, but the problem I have is my civil actions. And I think in the long term it will benefit me more if I take Republic and get more civil actions, so we'll have more stuff I can do. Yeah, so I see no other way. That's really sad that opera is on 2 here, not on 1. Raiders, sadly I'm the weakest. Really close, but the Raiders isn't that bad, especially this late in H2. Okay, and he goes for some more science production and takes coal as well. I'm not so sure about taking coal when you have iron already. Maybe he wants to take it away from me. Let's see, now I am the strongest, so I definitely want to play something. The terrorism, there's the new deck, so it will take 4 turns at the least for terrorism to come. And then I probably will be ahead of him with Bach. Also, I just want to say it right now so I don't forget it. You will lose Joan of Arc if I end the turn or end the age, so I definitely want to take 2 cards away so it does end. He might then pick up Napoleon, so I maybe don't want to play something strength related. I could play the vast territory. I mean, he has 1 colonization, but maybe the gained yellow cubes are more important for me because he has the ocean liner service. Could also... yeah, I think I want to play the vast territory. Maybe can even pick up navigation, knowing that. And there's already 1 vast territory, okay. I can definitely send away a knight and this. Do I want to send away more? Would be a whole army. I also have no new tactic. So more is pretty expensive. Like this. Would be really expensive. But the vast territory is really good, but knowing that there will be another one, I can increase my population now and then also later. Maybe again. But with the wave of nationalism and patriotism I have enough to rebuild my units. So I'm not sure. Put me at 13. And for him also it's not that good. So if he wants to take that, he can definitely do that. So I guess I'm not bidding the whole army. And this one isn't that expensive really. But it takes turns to rebuild everything. So I don't think I want to bid more. I will bid the 4. And not more. So he does bid 5 or more. And has to send away 1 knight. And I guess I will yeah, I will probably lose the resources. So I can increase my population once. So now I probably want to play my Republic peacefully. And I can increase my population. I probably want to take the cannons. And I still have enough to take something away so he doesn't, so the age ends. So maybe I will take reserves. And I need 1 more. If I take selective breeding, I can also take engineering genius. I still have don't have a lot of wonders. Can definitely use it for spaceflight maybe. And then maybe I will take navigation as well. I can also go for one more medieval army, there's no problem. Going for this, 23 is quite a lot. I mean, for the independence declaration it would be really nice if he plays something and has to lose one of those. Also he will lose Joan of Arc, so he doesn't know what is in the deck anymore. And he will lose even one strength, so not that big a deal. But still, I really like taking a lot of cards. I will lose 2, so I will again have a free hand. Question is if I want to develop the swordsman, but I don't think I want to. It would mean I can't play Republic. And also I don't really need them. This tactic is really nice with just the warriors. So we'll do it like this and get rid of probably the terrorism. Don't see a way to play that. Ravages of time, okay, so I will lose my Roman roads, that's not really good. And him losing Colossus, especially after drawing the cards from H3, is pretty good for him. And he takes Newton instead of Napoleon, okay. And goes for some more military. And takes away team sports, yeah, I feared that. I have a pretty big problem with my happy faces. I guess I will play politics. Prosperity will only give me 2 food, that's not that much. But also I can't really increase my happy faces. The question is, do I want to play National Pride? Right now he's in front by a little bit. Could also play Freedom of Movement or International Negotiations, but he definitely has a better military tech. And now with team sports as well, I don't think that it will be possible for me that I keep being the strongest. So I'm gonna go with National Pride. It's gonna be really close. Prosperity, okay, getting some food. I have to delete this, having even bigger happy face problems. Sadly, nothing with happy faces here. I might want to go for navigation. There's nothing else really I can get for my science this turn. Also, sadly, I didn't draw any good tactics from H2 where I could use my cannons and my knights. But yeah, right now, biggest problem definitely are my happy faces. Can get some food, and like this I only have one really unhappy worker. And then I have to delete something. Could delete one warrior, putting me at 19. Definitely better than, don't really want to delete my mine. Only have 3 bronze mines, so I want to keep them all. And this way I'm still the strongest. Can maybe go for navigation. Can also, maybe I want to build a religion. Just increase my culture production because of national pride and also not having corruption. And then I can take some cards. Reserves or urban growth. I guess urban growth will be really good. And if I have enough hand space, I can also take efficient upgrade and architecture. I'm not producing that much science, so we'll have to see about the architecture. But yeah, these many cards in hand can be really useful. Can also, maybe get an early spaceflight, but I have the engineering genius, but not the resources to go for that really. I also don't have to take architecture. but the other stuff isn't really better. So I can just take it. Sadly I can't go for that next turn. So maybe I don't go for navigation, but wait a little bit and see what else I can get. I don't need the strength right now, and also not the... I mean, maybe I can use the colonization for the vast territory. That would be really good for me. So maybe I should go for that now. If I don't go for that, I can take urban growth and reserves. Go for this and take efficient upgrade. And keeps my options a little bit more open. Also want to see what I can get. Mandela could be nice. Will be cheap for me, but only if I can get professional sports. Even then he's not gonna give me that much. Maybe Chaplin if I get movies. That could solve my happy face problem. I think I like it this way. There's really no guarantee that he will play something, so next turn might again be the independence declaration on top. And in that case, I don't need the navigation this turn, and keep my options open what I want to go for with my remaining science. I don't have enough to just go for the navigation, then I only have 5 on the next turn, and can't really go for anything with that. Definitely want to keep my colonization cards. Maybe get rid of the crime wave and the aggression. See what I can draw. Maybe some good impacts. Yeah, impact of wonders not really good. With Ocean Liner Service he definitely has one more, so not good. Hybrid war. Don't see myself going for a lot of military really, without a tactic at least. So I have to see if I can make any use of that. Nice, he plays something and will lose a colony. Let's see which one he decides to lose. And goes for the architecture and even computers. Okay, he produces quite a lot of science now. Luckily he can't take spaceflight, and still the weakest, so I really like that. And let's take a look. Territory and national pride. Hey, I wanted to see which colony he lost. It was developed territory 1, so 1 yellow token. And there were the movies, so I maybe will take them. On the other hand, do I want to play politics? If I play one of these cards, national pride will be good for him and not for me, because I will only score 2 and I have 37. He has 37 as well. So I'm not totally sure what happens if it's the same, but I'm guessing he would win that because he's first player. So I might play the Impact of Wonders. With that I score 3 culture, and it's not that bad, 8 against 5. So I think I definitely can do that. Vast territory, okay. I really want to get that. Solve my happy face problems by a lot. Also have quite a lot of cards here. Definitely can send away a knight. Question is if I can send away a warrior as well. 6 is not bad. Would be really nice if I had navigation before this colony came, so not that good luck that I got the territory instead of national pride. Would have been way better. So not sure if I should play the... I should send away the warrior as well. Would be really good to gain a lot of yellow tokens. Would free up these guys. So yeah, I think I can definitely do that. if I have to. So I can bid up to 10, and he shouldn't really be able to hold up against that. He does bid up to 9, okay. That's not good. But at least I will get the colony. It would have been interesting to see what he would have sent away for that. Maybe also a whole army. Or he drew 2 colonization cards. Both really a possibility. So now I probably want to restore some of my strength, but I can easily make use of Wave of Nationalism. That's really great. Also I might want to go for movies. These are really good now, because I can upgrade my theater to a movie with urban growth or efficient upgrade. Gonna go with urban growth for now, and then still use my military from with nationalism to be the stronger player again. And with my high culture production now, I definitely will win the National Pride event. That's also really great. Still have 2 more actions left. Would be really great if I could get another wonder, also for the impact of wonders. This would give me 12 and the special effect where I can evaluate an H3 event. And I have Engineering Genius in hand, and there is another Engineering Genius here, so maybe I can find a way where I can do both of that. So I want United Nations. I want to play Wave of Nationalism. Want movies. This is gonna not work out with also taking the Engineering Genius. Would mean I can't play Wave of Nationalism now. Maybe that's not a big problem. Then I would have to play something else, and also don't have the actions for that then. So yeah, probably I have to play something, and then with nationalism it's the best I can play, and then go with the movies. I could wait a little bit with the movies, but I really need to pick them up pretty early now. Just to keep the momentum of the culture gain. Want to get the high culture production as soon as possible. Thing is now, I would really like to get Churchill, I think. The other leaders aren't that good for me. Could maybe make use out of Mandela or even Gandhi. Definitely we will not replace Bach for now, but I might want to take Churchill. And the United Nations isn't that good for me. Could even wait for Hollywood if that comes at some point, so I could take Churchill and Engineering Genius. Yeah, I think this is a little bit better than taking United Nations without Engineering Genius. If I could take both, I definitely would. But this way I also protect myself a little bit from military. So I will go for another warrior. Make me stronger again, and then I still have 4 resources to use. And I guess I'm gonna build another knight. Yep. So putting me at 19 again. A lot of culture production. Taking a lot of cards, so maybe the game will end sooner than he can make use out of his science and resources and Oceanliner service. So I feel like a little bit I'm running against time, because I don't have resource production and no science production anymore. So yeah, it'll be interesting if he wants to go for Sid Meier with his computers, so I hope that he will come later. He's definitely still has the option to go for military. So it would be interesting to see what he does. And if he goes for military, then I have Churchill, and that's really good. Not much else to consider. I do have one resource left, but I can't use that. So I think it's not the perfect turn, but I really have to make use out of my civil actions really well, because that's basically the only thing I'm ahead in. If you look at this, I have 8 and he only has 5, so my advantage that I want to get definitely has to come from my civil actions. So it does hurt a little bit to spend 3 of those for the movies, but upgrading my religion to movies is really good, especially because I don't have enough resources to just go for the movies. With normal population, it's still really expensive. So I definitely also want to keep Bach for a while. It produces me quite a lot of culture. So yeah. Also see if I can get some good impacts, like colonies maybe. No impacts so far, sadly. Iconoclasm. Oh, so we both lose our leaders. And he can immediately take Einstein. Would have probably wanted to swap them anyway, so it's really nice for him. I'm taking revolutionary idea. Yeah, but I can also get the second revolutionary idea, so that is nice. But still, with his super high science production, I'm not really comfortable. I definitely think I want to play some politics, national pride. I have more when I play something, so I hope that that will come. It doesn't really look like he wants to go for military, so I think I can play international negotiations. National pride, really nice. And then I will go for Churchill. Can increase my population twice. Sadly now I can't upgrade another religion to movies. I definitely want to take the revolutionary idea. And maybe I also want a little bit more strength. Can go for this, put me at 23, just to keep in front. Now sadly I don't have enough resources to go for another movie, even with my urban growth. There are quite a lot of good cards here, reserves. Maybe I will go for just a temple. Could also go for, yeah, if I go for the temple, basically to get rid of my urban growth. I still have corruption, so I think I might go for a lab. But the question is, do I want movies, computers, or reserves? It's really hard to say. Probably too late for computers, honestly. But maybe it's, yeah, I don't really have the resources for computers. And generally I don't have that many resources, so taking reserves I think is really good. Taking 2 reserves, patriotism, and using genius 2 times, so I can definitely go for Hollywood. Maybe squeeze in 1 movies and get some science from that. Also draw 3 cards, that's really important. Can get rid of one of these aggressions, so like this. See if I can draw some good impacts. No, but a war. So war is definitely still an option. He doesn't have that many. Right now he has many resources, maybe spends them and then I can go for war with all of my reserves. We'll have to see. And he goes for politics as well. And arms industry is better for him, sadly. And he goes for democracy and military build-up, rockets. So he does prepare for a war, and now at 15 culture production, that's quite a lot. But luckily I still am the strongest. So if I don't go for war, I can play freedom of movement and get the international negotiations. And I really think I can't go for war. I have no idea what tactics he could have. So yeah, I don't see a way to go for a war. So I will play the freedom of movement. And can steal something of my choosing. And what do I need? Probably resources. Yeah, I think I will go for resources. Definitely want to take Hollywood with my engineering geniuses. And what else do I want? Maybe play revolutionary idea. I could also get some resources, some food, I mean, increase my population. Yeah, but it's all very expensive. I mean, like this I can go for another theater. And I could use my engineering 2 here. This way I think I'm guaranteed to be able to finish this one now. Because I will have 2 more turns at least. Oh, yeah, I'm definitely gonna have 2 more turns. And now I'm at 67, he's at 70. But with my wonder scoring 16, that could be good. Question is if I really want to increase population, or if I want to use my reserves in a better way. Could destroy one of my mines. Also, I'm wondering if I should be careful about him declaring war, but okay, no, I don't have to. He doesn't have any military actions to do that. So I don't have to be careful about that. Maybe I can even delete one of my warriors instead of increasing population. And then I can go for the theater. And then I have to decide which way I want to use my science. I probably should get some stronger impacts. Technology and yeah, government is probably okay for me. Progress maybe. So maybe I can take away the satellites. Go for that next turn. And then still use my engineering genius 2. So we'll have enough resources to go for that. Yeah, I just have to try to maximize my culture production and try to finish the wonder, then it might be enough. Depending really on a lot on what impacts he has drawn. Again, I don't think I can go for a war, especially because I would need some military actions as well. And theoretically I could take fundamentalism for next turn. Yeah, but I don't think that's a good possibility. So I think this turn is not bad. Taking satellites is a little bit expensive for my civil actions, but it's a good tech to go for the impacts of technology and progress, where he's really strong. So I want to be better in those impacts, because he definitely would play those. Also going to be good with the impact of variety. And then I can get another technology as well. Sadly, I don't think I will have enough resources to go for another theater and then the Hollywood. I mean, with my engineering genius, I have 5 resources in here, so I need 6 more for Hollywood. And yeah, there's no way I get 6 for Hollywood and 11 for movies. 17 resources, can't really get that. No, I don't see a way. So I think this is the way to go. We'll have to see. I really hope I get some good impacts. Maybe the impact of colonies. Yeah, we'll have to see which ones I will get. Can probably get rid of the hybrid war and this tactic. Don't think I will need them, or even, yeah, get rid of those. Just the impact of agriculture, so maybe I can take mechanized agriculture. Yeah, that's really bad, not drawing good impacts. But will be interesting to see if he takes away 3 cards beside these. That would mean I can't draw any more military cards after my next turn. So it will be interesting to see if he will play around that, deny me some draws of better impacts. Impact of technology, okay, that is definitely not good for us. But honestly, it's probably really good that it came this early and not later. Right now he's only 2 technologies ahead, but with all of his science, would be really bad if it came a little bit later. Also, he can't use his science now that much. And he takes civil service, okay. And military theory. And endowment of the arts. Okay, so I have to play around endowment of the arts, definitely. And discard some stuff that I don't need. And he does finish the age, so I don't draw a new impact. And yeah, I definitely want to play the impact of agriculture, because I can also get the mechanized agriculture and efficient upgrade. Those 2 together will be really good, and he is in negative food production, so the impact of agriculture will be really bad for him. Also interesting, he takes civil service and military theory, so the impacts will probably either impact of progress or of government for that. Should be the reason why he takes those. Again, I don't think I can, no, definitely can't go for military. It's military build-up and military theory and even rockets in hand. So I can't go for that, so I will have to play the impact of agriculture. Question is, I probably don't want to play that right now, because I can't play an impact in the next turn, because I won't draw any. And if I play that now and there is the impact of wonders before I finished my wonder, that would be bad, so I definitely can play it just next turn and not this turn. Will also mean that I don't gain the 3 resources, 3 culture, so that might be important for the endowment of the arts. So we'll skip politics. I will definitely go for the satellites, because if there's impact of progress, that will be good. We'll also take the mechanized agriculture, and then the efficient upgrade. Can also go for the mechanized agriculture right now. Upgrade once. And I still should have enough resources for my Hollywood. With urban, with engineering genius and reserves, there's 5 and another 4 resources, so 9 plus 3, so that's more than 11, so that is good. And then we'll also take urban growth, so I can maybe upgrade my population and build another religion. And then I can take one of these cards, probably the It doesn't matter, I think. Maybe the modern infantry, because he can't take the other air force, so taking him something away, it's only the modern infantry. So I'm gonna make sure once again that I played correctly. I will have 3 resources, plus 5 plus 4. That's 12. And I need 11 for my Hollywood, which will score me 16 culture. That is really nice. Maybe Hollywood will save me this game. Then also I upgraded my food production for the impact of agriculture. I won't be finishing my wonder this turn, especially not against the endowment of the arts. I will score 14 culture, so I will have less than him, so he can't make use out of endowment of the arts, and then next turn I can play the agriculture and finish my wonder. So I think this should be a really close game, and we'll have to see how much he can score. He will score 6 from Albert Einstein with the revolutionary idea. He will be at 28, and there is 11 plus 8, that's 19. So maybe I should take away the multimedia, so you can develop one technology less. So yeah, those cost 28, and within revolutionary idea he will be at 28 and has enough civilizations for that. So I have to take that away from him. Means now open growth for me, but really I don't need it. I mean, I could also not upgrade, but then I have corruption, so I will definitely upgrade and then take away multimedia instead of urban growth and modern infantry, which will mean that he has 3 culture less, and the urban growth could only give me 1 culture for the religion. I have to consider maybe he played impact of happiness, and then the urban growth and religion play would be better probably. But yeah, I would like to take away the multimedia from him. So the turn can get rid of my war and this tactic, and then maybe even can get rid of one of those aggressions. So I'm at 99 now, so really close for him not to be able to use Endowment of the Arts. It was really mean of him not to let us draw another impact, just ending the age there. Would have liked to draw another one. But I think with Hollywood I definitely do have a chance. He's producing a little bit more than me. And also it will be really important which impacts are in the game. And this one will maybe score me 10. With the efficient upgrade I can upgrade another one. So yeah, I definitely think it will be really close. Impact of industry, at least that's not too bad. But yeah, I think the impacts will really punish me. And he goes for air forces, it seems. So yeah, he gets more military. And yeah, he actually also goes for food production. So he's producing more than he needs now. Meaning he will also be at 8. I will be a little bit more once I upgrade my last farm. But I definitely want to play that, even though a bit of wonders would have been better if I had finished my wonder. And yeah, now it's gonna be really hard. 47 against 110. I can definitely upgrade this for free and finish my Hollywood. Give me 16 culture, that's not too bad, and now I can't really do much. I can go for multimedia, won't really matter. And also increase population, but that doesn't give me anything really. For the input of population I need happy population, and that worker wouldn't be content, and for the impact of happiness it would be bad to have a discontent worker, so I won't be increasing their population. so I can't really do anything else now. So I think I have to end the turn, and it will put me really close to him, my culture production, but I only have one impact there. That will be good for me, and he could have played either impact of culture or science or strength and gain 10 culture. So I think I won't be able to win this game, but we'll have to see. Make sure one more time I can't really use anything else I would want to, but with one resource that's gonna be really hard. So yeah, I will end the turn. So 147 against 140. Progress, yeah, as I thought. 16. And then strength as well, okay. And with the of agriculture I make up a little bit, but not that close even in the end. So yeah, congratulations to him. He was playing really well. GG. Well played. I think this game, yeah, I'm not sure what I really did in this game. I didn't have to spend anything or much on my military, but still it felt like I didn't have really that much stuff I could do. The colonies were pretty nice, but these two aren't that strong. And it felt really hard to play against him once he had the ocean liner service and iron. From that point it felt like I was really behind and just couldn't keep up anymore. And didn't also have the military option because I didn't have the military tax, so I wasn't able to defeat him. But nonetheless, really well played by him, and I hope you enjoyed this game. It was pretty interesting. We'll also take a really quick look at the... Yeah, first I'm going to continue here, and then I will take a quick look at my other game against Fabian. So you will have seen that game as well, at least the end. That was also a really interesting game. In the end, as you can see, it wasn't that close. He actually declared a war on me, which I was able to defend and win. War over culture in the end. And from that point on, before that it was really close, but after he declared a war and I won that, after that it was basically decided, and I was able to go for even more military with Bill Gates and go for another war. But up to that point it was a really interesting game, and he was really playing well. But then declaring one big war where I didn't really calculate my strength or didn't really expect me to have a good tactic was really costing him. So that was also a really close game, but I was able to win that, and in the end it wasn't close. And now we'll also take a quick look at the standings of the tournament right now, so we'll see you there. So here you can see the standings of the 2020 World Through the Ages Championship after Season 2. So Season 2 has finished, all my games have finished for Season 2. I showed you the game against Bert Blond in another video, and now you saw a close game against Genghis Khan where he was able to win. And then there was also games against Fabian and Globate where both won with quite a lot of extra culture. But in the end that means that I won 3 games and lost 1, and that means for my rank that I rank 1 level up. So I'm at level 6 now. As you can see, LaoHuang is actually on level 7, meaning he has won all his 4 games, and these 3 also won 3 games and lost 1. And maybe some more will be joining us on level 6. And actually Genghis Khan was not able to win that many games, so he hasn't finished yet. Would really like to see that. Genghis Khan hasn't finished all his games yet. So that might be that he still ranks up. Maybe you get a rematch for next season, because usually you play against players around your level. So Sandipo, Berlixt and XianDi and also probably LaoHuang can be possible opponents for next season. And I hope you enjoyed this video. Leave me a comment, subscribe if you haven't already, and I hope I can see you in the next game as well.